record and go live.
Hey, what's up? It's the show, and Keith's not introing it. How are you doing, everybody?
Hi. Well, it wasn't time to start it yet.
Yeah, it was. The audio duck's down.
It didn't really duck that much yet.
It did. That was the duck. It happened. Hi, I hold this duck to be self-evident.
Don't stop introing the show because you think I'm doing it wrong. This is the second week in a row that you've jumped on my intro because you thought I was doing it wrong.
No, the first one was my mistake. This one was all you.
But it.
Listen,
I am not sworn to the duck. I am not alleged. I have no allegiance to the duck. If I needed another second, I'll just take another second.
No, that's not how that works. That's insane. You can't just turn. You can't. I mean, I know the duck is baked in, but you can't turn the audio down for no reason.
I don't think that this is going to affect anybody's experience with the show. I'm not going to live this fucking morning show. They waited 3 seconds after the barely perceptible duck.
Keith, I must insist that if you're going to freestyle, at what point in the intro that you're going to start the show, that we have to use a different version that does not have a pre-baked duck. You have to do a live duck.
Well, I've been doing. I was gonna do a live duck anyway.
Yeah,
I had my thing because it started too loud. It started too loud, and so I was like, well, I'm just going to have to turn this down manually anyway. But I didn't say it out loud because we're live on the air. I've got the mixture here. I make the decisions.
I don't know where you got this idea that you make all the decisions because you have a mixer.
I have the audio cue. This is my goddamn show. I'm running this shit. I'm running this shit.
It took 10 years for someone to say, this is my goddamn show for real, but it finally happened.
Yeah. Well, this one is. The morning show's my goddamn show.
Fuck off.
You weren't even going to be a part of it because you were working.
You've never let me claim ownership.
By the grace of the Wuhan virus.
Excuse me, you've never let me claim ownership over anything Run Button has ever done, no matter how objectively my thing it was, so you absolutely cannot have the morning show.
I have the morning show. I own it.
And can I say this? And
I'm also the stream is on my end. The music was coming from my end. My hand was on the fader.
Okay, but you got to do the intro the 2 times it was on my end. So
no, only one of the times it was on your end. The first week you did the intro.
That's right. That's right. Well, that's because you were just such a down boy. I thought you needed me to pick it up.
No.
That was an honest mistake, bud.
Yeah.
Could I say though, and I know time doesn't mean anything in quarantine, and we've all lost complete sense of everything. But I think the daylight savings time is still fucking with me because, like, I know the sun rises later now, but it's still pitch black and it's 11. Is this right?
Yeah, it's always nighttime at 11. It doesn't matter what time of year it is.
Wow, that's fucked.
Yeah.
How did I never notice that?
Because you don't go outside.
That's true. I hate that.
I should say we're out of the yelling part. Obviously,
you don't get to decide when the yelling.
Okay, sorry, we're still yelling. Oh, are we out of the yelling? We have to decide as a group. Let's say we'll do a 3, 2, 1, and say either yelling or not yelling, and that'll decide it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, not yelling.
Yelling.
Oh, okay, fine. What else do we have to hash out?
No, I can't yell anymore because it's 11. Ironically, you had said before you thought I had to be quiet because there were sleeping kids. It's the opposite. If I was at the kid's house, I'd be in the basement and could be as loud as I want. Here, the walls are paper thin and everyone's here, and it's 11.
I was just going to say, obviously, anybody that's seriously calling coronavirus the Wuhan virus is a lunatic.
Holy shit! I haven't even heard of that.
Oh, you have. It's like a regular racist thing that people are doing. It's like a cross section of the people who are dedicated racists
Oh,
and
I know who it is.
the people who are dedicated imperialists who also happen
Uh-huh.
to be racists, but not.
Yep.
But they're more serious about the imperialism, and they're both like China's got to pay for what they did to us. Um, yeah, it's gross. It's bad.
Oh, people are out there.
Yeah. Every news station on the in the whole country right now is being like, "Is it time to open up the economy?" But it's someone else's fault that people are dying. Even registered nurses, as we know, are.
Oh God, I know. I didn't even want to bring it up. Family business. You know, she texted me directly uh
Oh, not me.
to be like, "Hey, wanted to take this out of the group text. Here's some statistics about yearly flu mortality or whatever." I didn't even end up I like stressed about what I was going to write in response for a couple hours and then just decided, "Ah, fuck it. I'm not going to say anything." My
Yeah.
plan was going to be to without saying her name directly respond to what she said, but do it in the group chat and then at the end tack on, "By the way, if anyone else has anything to say to me about what I said, you can say it here in the group text. I'm not accepting DMs right now."
Yeah. I can't remember. I think it was something out of the Atlantic, but it was something at the very beginning of people being like, we should maybe all stay indoors. Where it was like, the tag to the article was like, this will only seem like an overreaction if it works. And it's like,
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, not as many people are dying. And so that means that there was never a problem, probably.
Yeah, that's the thing is like every epidemiologist, this is like every epidemiologist's like entire life is like we have to use extreme measures and then everyone says it's an overreaction and then it works and not as many people die and then everyone says that that's proof that it was an overreaction.
Yeah.
That's like every pandemic response or epidemic response.
And it's like the only issue here, like all of the tension comes from the fact that governments by design are all governments are by design not going to provide enough for their citizens, and the US
because they're
especially
also businesses.
hates providing anything for its citizens. I mean,
Yeah.
if you like, I don't know, I was getting so mad like a week and a half ago about taxes, and like literally
The state
what do I get?
taxes.
Literally, what am I getting for this? That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
supposed to be contributing towards something. I'm not
Right.
contributing towards shit. I've never ever seen anything.
Well,
everything that I like
I'll
that my
say
taxes go to, they're trying to destroy all the time.
I'll say this. Compared to the rest of the American health system, Mass Health is quite nice.
Yeah, sure.
that.
I mean, it's just a small scale Obamacare that hasn't been affected by, the federal government trying to ruin Obamacare.
Yeah, I would call Mass Health a very nice bare minimum for functional health care.
Yeah. Unless, of course, you fall outside of its
Extremely low requirements.
right. Yeah. If you fall outside of its extremely low requirements, and then you still have almost no money, but can't you can't afford to get real insurance, and then you also can't get a Mass Health.
Yeah. Like the only time I've ever had Mass Health was like I would get laid off from a job, and so I would have no job and be unemployed, and so I would apply for Mass Health immediately, get a new job 2 weeks later, and then it would take them a year to figure out that I was not still unemployed and shouldn't have Mass Health anymore, and then they would take it away.
So you know that for my mother's entire life, she was a conservative.
Okay.
And I also think that you know that recently she hasn't been, and that she voted for Bernie actually this primary.
Nice.
And last primary, I mean, she almost did. And then she very weirdly was like, I learned something about him that made me not want to vote for him. And she wouldn't tell me what that was. I don't.
Weird.
Yeah, and now she claims that she doesn't remember.
Weird.
Yeah. So, but whatever. She ended up not voting for anyone. I don't think.
Huh.
Because she was like, I would never vote for Trump, but I also would never vote for Hillary. But for much more complicated reasons, for the reasons that someone who was a conservative for her whole life
Right.
has, which is that
Yep.
like Hillary Clinton is a demon who murders
Yeah,
people, and it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, Hillary Clinton's a
They're
regular
a
person
murder
that murders
clan.
people. Sorry, what was your thing?
They're a murder clan.
Yeah. When really they're a murder clan, but not. I'm not crazy.
Yeah, they're a death cult, but only in the way that all of America is a death cult.
So anyway, but one of the
Awesome
main
video game
things,
podcast, by the way.
yeah.
Love those bleeps and bloops on the pandemic.
One of the things that really got her finally not being an idiot was the thing where people find it impossible to empathize with other people, and then something horrible happens to them and they're like, oh wow, I guess this is a serious problem. I guess things are bad. I didn't consider it when it didn't affect me personally.
Yeah, I like, yeah, they in having a single bad thing happen to them reveal their total inability to empathize in any way previously in their whole life.
Right. So she was fired from her charter
Your mom?
school job. Yeah. By the way, after years of me saying like you should be looking for a job that isn't at a charter school because they'll fire you, and she was like, no, charter schools are great. They, people. It's most of the kids that go here for free, and I'm like, that's part of the problem because the state is giving money to a private school to let kids go there for free, and then they don't get a good education, and then they do stuff like fire a bunch of teachers to prove that they have the net income to build another school. But if they have to fire teachers to have enough money to build another school, how are they going to fill it with teachers? And she just didn't say anything. But it took her a long time to find a job because there's
the only you fucking downsize in order to expand. It's the most insane thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, charter schools are a scam, and because charter schools are a scam because they run themselves like businesses, which shows that businesses are themselves scams. Except for Run Button and Friends of the Table. Anyway, so she lost, so she had to get Cobra. You know Cobra?
Oh, I know Cobra because I just looked into applying for Cobra for the first time in the past couple months.
So Cobra is terrible. Cobra is the thing that they call what you have to get for insurance if you're unemployed. And it's insane because it's called Cobra. And it costs basically $1 million.
Yes.
And so my mom was paying for Cobra, and she like spent all of her money on Cobra.
What?
Because she needs health insurance because she has
back issues.
She has back issues. I'm trying to remember the word for it. She has spina bifida, which is like a severe version of scoliosis that has given her like early onset arthritis in her spine. And also gave her, for a few years, she had like a disc issue. And so the issue is that like all of the things that were good for one issue, which was like resting and like sitting down, was bad for the other issue, which needed you to exercise and stand upright. So like it took years for this disc issue to heal. But anyway, so she was like trying to get on Mass Health for a really, really long time until one of the reps at wherever she was trying to get Mass Health at was like, no, they won't give you Mass Health if you're paying for Cobra. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm losing all my money paying for Cobra. And it's like, right, but if you can pay for it, then you can't get Mass Health. And so the fucking a state government official, like someone that literally works for the state, told her, you have to lapse on your Cobra, then you can get Mass Health.
Yeah.
You have to not be able to pay for Cobra first.
And
then
by
she
the way,
was
specifically,
like, oh, wow.
Cobra is the thing where it has to be that you had insurance through a job that you lost, and then you have the option of continuing the plan by paying both your job's half of it and your half of it together.
Right. Because you don't have a job anymore, which frees up your time to pay for 2 halves of your health insurance.
Right.
It's just a nightmare. I realized with a tweet that I made asking if people realize this, I think a lot of the world realizes how bad the American healthcare system is, like if they're paying attention to American politics, because it's been such a big deal for the last 5 years. But something that I don't think a lot of people know is that for the most part, if you don't have health insurance, you can't just get it. You have to wait until November and then get it, and then wait another month and a half to actually have it.
Yeah.
So like you have to buy your own health insurance. The state gives you no health care at all. And then, but also you can't even buy it unless it's like the 3 weeks out of the year where they allow that.
Except, I mean, Mass Health is somewhat different, but yeah.
Yeah, Mass Health is somewhat different. But no, there's still open enrollment periods for Mass Health. I think there's maybe 2.
Yeah.
I think there's one in the summer. I mean,
it's like, but I think like losing a job or losing your previous insurance is a qualifying event for that.
So only in some states, but yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Mass Health. That's what I mean. Anyways, do you want to talk about games?
I guess. What do you got to talk about?
By the way, the person that we were talking about with this whole fucking the group family group text, they one of the things they said in their text to me was like, I'm just really anxious about the economy. I feel as a country we need to get back to work.
And this is our aunt who's a nurse practitioner who makes 80 grand a year working like 20 hours a week. She's a nurse practitioner. She makes 80 grand a week working super part-time.
Oh, okay.
She works like 20 hours a week and makes 80 grand a year. Or she did. Now I think she makes more working less because she teaches nurse practitioner.
Great. Perfect.
Like a nurse practitioner.
Yeah. Meanwhile, my sister is an RN who's probably making barely more or probably less than I made delivering oil in an oil truck. And she's like in COVID hospitals, essentially. She's like a plague nurse right now.
Her husband also makes like,
that's fun for her.
Like, I don't know, probably like 200 grand a year or something like that.
Not my sister.
No. I'm sorry. I'm talking about our aunt who's a nurse practitioner, and
God,
so I mean they're like a $300 plus $1,000 household.
Yeah.
Who's there and they're worried about the economy. Yeah, sure, fine. We're talking about their fucking kid. Their kid was in school to do nursing and had to do like a residency or something, and it was really gross. And so she decided that she doesn't want to be a nurse anymore and wants to like teach cycling at like Soul Cycle. after her parents like spent almost $100,000 on her college, and they were just like, okay.
Well, all right.
But the economy.
What a fucking joke. See, this is why I didn't respond to it, because if I responded to like why I don't agree with the statement, as a country we need to get back to work, it's like a 3-paragraph essay.
To close the point, the entire tension here is because the government should be providing for people and it's not. And so so people who feel like they don't have the money, and Linda is an exception to this. Her name's Linda. I'm sure there's people out there who are like, wow, I wish I could fucking go back to my job so that I can make money so that I can afford to pay rent. And it's like that's not the issue. The issue is that you should have, but it's understandable why people feel that way, because it's so foreign to Americans to be like the government should be giving you $4,000 to cover your rent and your expenses and your savings and whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing. And no, I can't. We can't.
Yeah,
we can't. Because I just want to start on the
whole
thing.
We want.
I want to start on the. Well, it's just I had a bunch of video game stuff I wanted to talk about, and now we're basically
a bunch.
Done with
Is
the
it
podcast,
all Final Fantasy VII though?
Well, it's all a good portion of it is. But I just want to like. I have to resist the urge to just launch into the whole like economies are fake thing. Like
Yeah,
It's made up.
It's literally a pseudoscience.
It's just a game. It's just
Yeah.
a game they made up, and the rules suck. But
Yeah.
we've decided that the rules are actually our state
The
religion.
rules suck. They don't even make sense.
They don't even make sense.
They don't even
and
make
most
sense.
people don't play by them.
Yeah.
You only have to play by the rules if you're poor.
Yeah, the rules are constantly changing the rules to make the people who don't play by the rules seem like they're playing by the rules.
Yeah, it's like one of those like fucked up like joke party games where the people in first place get to make the rules for the losers.
It's like the insanely rich people who are like stealing money from regular people and like polluting the earth are toddlers, and economists are their dads being like, wow, you're totally beating me at basketball.
Wow, you're so good at this.
You're
wow,
so
you
good
did
at
this all
this.
yourself.
Yeah. You like get a chair,
no, I
climb over the chair and drop it in. And it's like, that's like extra points when you do that.
No, the thing is though, it's literally their dads. There's wow, you did the I did this all on my own, didn't I, Dad? You sure did, bud.
Sure did.
Good job.
Yeah. I spent $100,000 on this economics degree, so this all better make sense, or I'm an idiot. Bad news.
Someone in the chat just says, "But watch out for the deficit."
Yeah.
And I don't mean to put this person on blast, but I effectively can't for what I'm about to say. I'm done trying to pronounce people's screen names in chat if they're not clearly pronounceable. Like, you got to put this work in when you're making your account. Everyone, does your word look like something?
Neon Genheg. I'm gonna go with Neon Genheg.
Oh, okay, sure.
Neon Geneg, maybe.
Neon Genesis
Hedgehog.
Evangelion.
Oh, maybe it's Hedge. Neon Gen Hedge.
Okay. So they're a hedge fund manager.
Yeah, are you a hedge fund manager?
Wait. Oh, it actually is Neon Genesis Hegelian. Hegelian?
Hegelian?
They say was the original joke. What? I don't know the joke. I guess I don't know what a Hegelian or a Hegelian is.
That's a philosopher.
Okay.
So I guess it's Evangelion, but Hegelian.
Awesome. Okay. I hate being mean to our viewers. I'm not trying to be mean to this, but this has come up multiple times to me where I will say to somebody like, okay, this is driving me nuts. What the hell is your screen name? It's nonsense. And they're like, oh, it was a joke 6 versions ago, but I kept having to change it when it's not available or when it's like too many characters. So now it's just nonsense. I'm like, well, then make it different.
I got Neon Gen Heg right away, though. To be fair, it's still nonsense. Neon Gen Heg is nonsense.
Well, you had time. The thing was, I grounded the show to a halt so that you could come up with a pronunciation for that. I was considering trying to do it on the fly in my brain while also trying to hold a conversation with you.
What else is going on? You want to talk about games?
Star Crash says big Drevel Bones energy.
But that one was always a joke.
Yeah, it's true.
Nah, whatever. Fuck it. Talk to me about video games.
I'm still playing Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah? How's that?
My feelings about it have changed.
Oh, you hate it now.
Yeah, no, they're much more positive than they were before.
They're even more positive?
Even more positive.
How could you be even more positive than effusive? You were already effusive. What you sound like maybe 2 levels above effusive?
I'm ejaculatory. No. I got to the Aerith stuff. It was really good. I like Aerith a lot. I like Aerith in this game more than original Eris.
Eris?
So I guess I'm gonna have to go with the th now.
Oh, did they change her name?
It was Eris in the original translation. I mean, supposedly it was always supposed to be Aerith, and Eris was a mistranslation, but
okay.
Or you could call it a translation technicality or
this
something.
Is the Yes, I know who this is. This is the girl with the tall double bangs.
Yes, this is the girl with the tall anime bangs. That's a good critique for Final Fantasy VII Remake. The bangs are not tall enough.
I think that they did. I'm looking at pictures now. I think that they did a pretty good job of turning that impossible hairstyle into a real looking thing.
They did, but I just want the impossible hairstyle mostly.
I think the impossible hairstyle, and pardon me for not being from, not having played this game 20 years ago. I think this looks dumb as hell. This looks very stupid to me.
You're a monster. You're a fucking monster.
You think this looks good? You like that?
I mean, at the time, I mean, I can't tell you what I think of it now with no previous attachment to the character, because obviously I have a previous attachment to the character.
Yeah. Although to be fair, I mean, I think the other character with notable hair in this game is Cloud, and I also don't like Cloud's hair in either version. Honestly, it's worse, I think, in the remake.
I mean, I fully admit it's preposterous, but of course I can't not like it.
You can.
I like it.
You cannot like it.
No, I can't. I'm incapable. I mean, FF7 was my favorite game ever at the time. That's what I mean when I say I can't not like it. Like, it's just in me. It's baked in there. I mean, I at least like the version of it in FF7 Remake much more than the Advent Children version. It was stupid.
Look at that.
It was more. I'm sure you'll like it more. It's just like more realistic. Like, they tried to make it slightly more plausible, and just you can't make that hair plausible.
No,
it doesn't work like that.
No, this isn't better because they tried to make it more plausible by giving it more individual pointy tufts, and it doesn't read well.
Yeah, it's not Cloud anymore.
I think for me it goes, I'm going to have to put original on top because it was 20 something years ago. Even though it's absolutely insane, and then number 2 is the remake, and number 3 is the Advent Children.
I'll talk to you about what I like so much about Aerith in this game.
Sure.
Not specifically about the characterization so much, but just that the thing for me about Aerith in the original game, the game does this really interesting thing where they kind of introduce Tifa as like a love interest for Cloud first, and then introduce Aerith second. But like Aerith is kind of positioned throughout the game as like the primary love interest. But I always felt like if you're going to like set up one love interest and then several hours later introduce another one out of the blue, it's like you have to make the character really likable to like get someone on their side, and I don't think that ever happened for I just never like cared about Aerith that much as a character. But I also think that's because the person who introduced me to FF7 was my childhood friend Chris, who I've put on blast many times for being a notorious spoiler of things, and just like as soon as I encountered Aerith, for the first time, now I'm just going back and forth between the pronunciations, just like immediately told me the spoiler about Aerith, and then I was like, okay, well now I'm not they totally changed my perspective on that character. But
there's a spoiler. There's a spoiler to know.
Oh, there's a spoiler to know. You know the spoiler,
Kylie. I'm sorry to say
liar.
This. I know. But I swear to God, I have no fucking clue what the spoiler is.
Oh wow, that's interesting. But I think the remake I think Aerith is.
I need to stop you and apologize. Since we have started, something has happened where you have sounded blown out. I know that I told you to turn your gain up before. I think it's 2 up now, and you're blasting. It's not. You're not peaking. You're not popping, but you sound blown. Ouch.
How about this? Instead of turning down the gain, I turned down the main on the mixer
Yes.
before that
Perfect.
gain. Okay, cool.
Much better. This is the best so far.
Sweet. I think Aerith in remake, much more likable, and I don't know. I think that game. I always felt like Aerith is supposed to be the main love interest of FF7, and I felt like it just that character never clicked for me. I never fell in love with that character like the game wanted me to, and I feel like in remake I have.
Yeah, culturally, I don't know if this is going to be a surprise to you. Culturally, Aerith doesn't fucking exist, and everyone loves Tifa and always has.
That I don't.
I have
maybe
basically not ever heard of this girl until a few months ago.
That's so wild.
Yeah, but
It's
I have
crazy
been
to me
hearing about
because-
Tifa as like the like hot girl video game character for almost as long as I've been playing video games.
That's really surprising to me.
I've been trying to explain to you how little I know about this game. I don't know what the spoiler is. I didn't know about this character. I had never heard of
Well, the thing about the spoiler is that it's like the rosebud of video games. Like it is the spoiler I have heard spoiled the most out of anything in any game. Like even I, the person who is loath to say any plot point of any story ever, will like spent years just dropping this on run button all the time as a joke because it was just funny to me.
Is it the Phoenix down, like down, like feather? Like
now when you pick up a Phoenix Down in FF7 remake, here's the thing about like the UI, all the item names and descriptions really try to like explicitly make you understand what it is. So when you pick it up, it's a tuft of Phoenix Down. And when you pick up ether, it doesn't say you picked up an ether. It says a bottle of ether. It's like ether, it's a liquid. What go in a bottle? A Phoenix Down? It's a
okay,
tuft of
all right.
feathers.
Here we go. Star Crash challenged me. Keith 100% knows this. He just doesn't realize it's the spoiler. He has to know. All right, give it to me. What is it?
All right, the big spoilers for FF7
remake.
But if you're like, is it that one? Yes, it's that one. Aerith dies like 2/3 of the way through the game. In like an iconic scene where Sephiroth descends from the rafters and plunges his sword through her body.
I don't know if I knew that. I'm sure. Like
I've definitely said it to you. You just didn't remember because you don't care about FF7.
Right. I'm sure that I've heard the words "Aerith dies." Is now sounding vaguely familiar.
If someone has jumped ahead to avoid the spoiler, jump ahead again. I have to correct this. Ice Cream Jones says not even 2/3. It's on disc 1. This is a common misconception. Everyone remembers she dies at the end of near the end of disc 1, but disc 1 represents 3/4 of the runtime. So even though it's disc 1, it's still 2/3 of the way through the game. Uneven disc times in video games.
That's another run button trope. Talking about uneven disc times.
Disc times. Okay, but here, fucking needs it. Okay, that scene. Here's fucking a wild thing about FF7 remake though, is that Cloud, in my playthrough so far, or early in the game, Cloud gets like a psychic flash, like a future vision of that moment happening. But that didn't happen in the original. So like stuff's wild out there right now. Anything could happen in this game. I haven't heard what happens in this game, but I've heard people be like some wild shit goes down in this game. So I don't know if that thing doesn't happen. It probably is. Or I don't know.
They were dissatisfied with Aerith as the main with people's acceptance of Aerith as the main love interest, so they kill, or maybe they just kill Cloud. Maybe then you play the rest of the game as
like that's seriously though.
Aerith.
Like that is what has been going through my head. Is like, does Aerith not die? Because everyone's like, I've heard there's some big thing that happens at the end of the game, and some people hate it and some people love it, and I'm like, does Aerith die too early? Does she almost die and then pointedly not die? Does Tifa die? Does Cloud die?
But how is it even going to come up at the end of the remake if in the original it happened 2/3 of the way through a 60+ hour game? This
Well,
is,
they're mixing it up.
I guess, yeah. I guess this is Final Fantasy VII Remix, more like.
Yeah. Well, I meant to bring this up last week. It's actually very funny to me that the title is like the most boilerplate stock standard thing ever, just FF7 remake, when like the game is actually anything but that, really.
Well, I guess it's a remake in a more literal sense. It's truer to what remaking something would be than how video games use it, which is just like more like redo or like
yeah.
or
retexture.
I guess, yeah, remaster, retexture,
yeah. And
asset update.
I do think that was the reason they never remade it for years, because it was so strange. People were clamoring for a remake of FF7 like as early as 5 years after it came out. I think probably because the jump between PS1 and PS2 was so dramatic. But they never did it, and I heard a lot of people going. I think a lot of people like didn't understand why they wouldn't remake the game, and I think it was just that like if you look at that original game, it required such a holistic change to like the way the world is visually represented and stuff, and like the spaces, and I guess they fucking really did it, man.
They really did it.
It's a game.
Wow, they really did it.
They really did it.
Wow, they're out here really doing it.
They're really doing it, and I had Lucas tried FF7 remake and then later tried the original. Surprisingly, he seems more into the original. He's sticking with the original. He's gone back to that.
I can tell you why in one word.
I know why.
Pokemon.
Yeah, it's Pokemon.
It's
like
Pokemon.
That's the thing, is like that was my pitch to him on this game, was like it's like Pokemon but with people what do swords and magic instead of monsters. And he's not wrong. It's like, I mean, I'm also still playing original FF7. The battle system in that game's fun. That's still my one sad thing about FF7 Remake, is really would have loved to see a modern take on that combat system, but whatever.
But isn't what you got a modern take on that combat system?
It is. It's not my version of a modern take on it, I suppose.
But like, what would a modern take even be? Just like, it's just turn-based. How do you do turn-based different?
Well, first of all, it's not just turn-based. It's active time turn-based. Ever since Final Fantasy IV, it's been active time, which means, it's like time meters. It's like your character's bar fills up and then you get a turn. Yeah, Chrono Trigger, basically. So it's that. And I guess when I say a modern take, it's more like, I really like the battle system in original FF7, but it's not super well balanced. So I would love just like a cleaner pass on all that stuff to like make it smoother. Like, it has this really interesting sort of like ad hoc class system where instead of characters having classes, you just equip them with magic spells. And every time you equip them with a magic spell, it will increase their magic attributes and decrease their physical attributes. But the thing is, the magic is so powerful that it doesn't make sense to do anything but have just a party of all black mages.
Yeah, I've heard
he
that.
Says FF7, everyone is a black mage. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that the combat system is mostly just doesn't work properly.
It is, but it's really good though. Like I like when I analyze it in that way, I'm like, oh, this is rough and it doesn't really work. But in playing it, it's a lot of fun to play. So
it's
that's
just
why
fun to have 3 black mages.
It is. Yeah, it's still fun. It works. I have no real problem with it. It's just weird when I've played this game like 5 times and I keep encountering certain abilities that I've never engaged with and thinking to myself, like, surely I should engage with this. I must be missing a cool part of this game. And then I try it and go, nah, I'm going back to the black magic and the summoning.
I mean, it just sounds lucky that it's fun because they fucked it up but otherwise.
Yeah, sure. I mean, why not? Right?
Yeah, sure. Did you have anything else about Final Fantasy VII to say?
I don't think so.
Okay. What other video game things did you have going
on? Because Lucas is a child, he's been playing Fortnite.
Burned.
His parents never let him play Fortnite, but now that it's quarantine, all his friends are playing it 24/7, and he wouldn't shut up about it, so they gave up and let him play it. And I played Fortnite with him, a duos match, my first ever game of Fortnite Battle Royale, and we won first match.
Wow, so I guess it is truly a game for children.
It. Yep.
How was
Fortnite. It exists. It's good. I think there was more to it than I thought. This is gonna sound stupid. I always thought that the version of the building system they had put in Battle Royale was kind of like a free mode. Like, I didn't realize you had to collect resources in the Battle Royale version.
Yeah.
I thought you could just build whatever.
No.
That was interesting.
So it's not hard to collect those resources.
No, it's not, but it is interesting.
Yeah.
That's that.
Have
you heard of Jack?
I happen to have never seen, like a clip of that game where someone got attacked while resource collecting. So I'd see how you would miss that. Like
it did. The game felt weirdly friendlier, like not just in an art style perspective, but like when I saw that you had to stand around out in the open with a pickaxe to collect resources, I was like, I'm gonna get murdered immediately. But like in the few games I played, it hasn't really happened. I haven't encountered that many people. I don't know. It's weird. I wonder if the map is bigger or something.
Well, it's not bigger than,
or I guess just everyone's busy collecting resources. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
I played Jackbox Party Pack 6.
How's that? There's
recently.
a couple interesting things in there.
It's maybe the best one, honestly.
Is there a You Don't Know Jack in there?
There's not, but there is Trivia Murder Party 2. Have you played that game?
No. Does Cookie Masterson host it?
No.
And so it's a trivia game by the people that make the best trivia game, and they have a different non-best trivia game game.
Here's the thing. The host they have like a really deep voice filter on the voice. It could be Cookie Master System with a voice filter.
Cookie Master System? That's what you said. You said that.
No, I didn't.
You said Cookie Master System. Yeah, you did.
No.
Yeah, you totally did.
Cookie Masterson.
No, I know what you thought you said. You said Cookie Master System, which is really funny.
That's impossible.
Sometimes I think that you're always just telling weird lies, and I just keep believing them because you say them so confidently.
Yeah. So anyways, I don't know what so anyways, but Trivia Murder Party is I mean, I know my thing. You do not. I melted.
Damn.
I'm a puddle now.
Well,
Dang.
that's it. That's the outro music.
You Don't Know Jack is a great game, but one, I'm bad at the timing part of it, and two, it never worked with their Jackbox server system. So Trivia Murder Party just works better with that.
What do you mean? And, I never had a problem with the.
Oh, well, just, that it just doesn't do timing-based functions really well. Like, sometimes you'll have a delay. Like, someone else will get the buzzer first, and you'll be like, I fucking pushed the button before you. Toast Orb says he is the announcer in Trivia Murder Party. There is a gag that sometimes happens in the first one where the voice changer fails, and it's just Cookie voice. So there you go.
Okay. That helps a little bit.
The game is they ask you a trivia question. Everyone answers. Anyone who gets it right is safe. Anyone who gets it wrong has to go to a killing room where you play some kind of mini game, and anyone who fails the mini game dies. And then you still get to answer if you're dead, but I forget. Anyways, the last person alive goes into the final round with like a big advantage. That's basically it. But it's a very good trivia game.
Okay, what is the nature of the questions?
The nature of the questions, I would say it's your general all-around trivia fare from what I can remember. A lot, there's science, there's pop culture.
Okay, so it doesn't. It's not like You Don't Know Jack, where baked into the questions is like a framing that you sometimes have to decipher or ignore in order to answer the question.
No, there is not that.
Okay.
There is the mini games are fun though. I mean, they're when I say mini game, it's not like a Mario Party mini game. It's sometimes it'll be there's like one where like the AI will show you like handwriting, and then everyone has to write a word on their phone and try to mimic the handwriting, because then the one person has to pick the right fake handwriting one. There's
So it's
one where
Drawful or Fibbage,
or
but with handwriting.
or sometimes there'll be a thing where they just give you a rapid fire series of basic arithmetic problems, and you just have to answer the most in a certain amount of time.
This one sounds bad.
That one?
Yeah, that sounds bad.
See, I'm really good at that one, so that one I like.
Doing little math problems.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not thinking that
3?
I would be bad at it. Yeah, I know 8
3?
plus 3.
That's 11, my dude.
Carry the 1. Yeah, it's 11.
That's my new Twitter bot. My spin-off of It's Wednesday, my dudes. It's 8 plus 3 is 11, my dudes. But have you heard about Dictionarium?
No.
I think you'd really like Dictionarium. Dictionarium is they start off by giving you like a made up word or phrase, and then you have to make your own definition. And then I think everyone like votes on their favorite or something. But so it's like you make up a fake definition for this fake phrase, but then you have to take that definition and then reverse engineer a new like synonym for the original thing. And so it's like at the end of the game, you have now like a brand new word that you made up and a brand new meaning. I think, like, for example, we ended up with damn, I can't remember what the original one was, but they gave us some phrase, and my definition that I gave was like, this is when parents have to replace a child's dead fish without telling them or something. And then someone took that definition and made up the phrase "the old fisheroo." So like that was our thing at the end, was the old fisheroo is when parents switch out the fish that dies without telling the kids.
That's a good one. The other one sounds okay.
Yeah, it's a fun game. There's another one that's basically it's their take on not Mafia, but it's one of those games. Oh, it's like their version of Avalon or The Resistance. It's like that kind of.
I don't know that. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's it, it's one of those. It's one of those group games where, in this one, you are all the crew of a starship, and everyone's humans except like there's 2 aliens or something, or sometimes 1 alien, and you have to give people a series of challenges, like usually question and answer type challenges. But the thing is that the aliens don't get to see the questions, so their answers often don't make sense, and so you have to when it's your turn to pick a group, you'll like pick a certain room in the ship that gives a certain challenge, and then you'll pick like 3 people to participate in the challenge, and then you'll watch what happens and see if you're like, I think he's a fucking alien, because they asked what his favorite like kids movie was, and he said, like Black Mass or something. But then, it's like often the aliens will then be in the position of like having to explain why they think, like why their answer to favorite alcoholic drink was black coffee. They'll be like, no, so I don't really like drinking it makes me feel weird, so I just drink coffee.
Okay,
like that kind of thing. Good game.
This is like werewolf. This is like werewolf.
Sure,
which
probably.
is like Mafia, or Mafia
there's
is
a
like
bunch
werewolf.
of similar games. Yeah, but it's one of those, and I love those kinds of games.
Yeah, I've actually never played. I think I've played Mafia once, but I've never played Werewolf or any of the other ones. There's one that came out recently that people really seemed to like. It was like a Kickstarter one, but anyway, what's there's like a cruise ship one. What's that one?
Cruise ship one. I can't remember.
That was the one that seemed either like it was going to suck or maybe it could be fun. Like it was like this sounds really hard and I wouldn't know how they would do it. But if they could nail it, then that seems cool. Well, let's see. Games.
Or maybe that was like one that we didn't get around to when I played it because I don't own it.
Jackbox Party Pack 6. Doesn't. Okay. Joke Boat, the comedy contest Joke Boat. Craft one-liners for cruise ship talent show.
Yeah, we didn't play that one. They said it was I got from them, like, if you're not good at thinking of jokes on the fly, it's not that much fun. And I was like, but I could be good at that. Okay, bye. Like,
yeah,
I was not in like a group of comedy fans. They're mostly like anime nerds. So didn't get to play that one.
Yeah, let me see. So Trivia Murder Party 2 should be You Don't Know Jack. Cross that out.
It's great. Love it.
Dictionarium, that sounds like it could be fun. I would try that.
Trivia Murder Party is, it's you might like, a lot of people are going to like You Don't Know Jack better, but it's at the very least the second best trivia game they've ever made.
Here's the thing about You Don't Know Jack, though. You Don't Know Jack has always been and will I can't say will always be, but there's 6 of these now. I haven't played all of the games in all of them, but I always want more You Don't Know Jack, and one of the issues is that no one ever wants to play that one.
I know.
And I don't understand it because it's the best game that they make. And it's the game it's the best game that they make because they've been making it for 30 years.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing is, I mean, let's just say it. Most people aren't smart enough for that game.
It's not that hard.
That's a game for people that are both smart and funny, and most people aren't both of those things.
You don't have to be funny. You just have to know.
Okay,
you just have to know how when they say Britney Spears, just ignore it.
Well, okay, here's the thing. You have to be smart to both know the answer, to both decipher the questions and know the answers to the questions. You have to have a good sense of humor to appreciate the comedy of the game.
Sure. But most of the people that I try to play Jackbox with have a good sense of humor.
Well, yeah, but you don't try to play Jackbox with most people. You try to play Jackbox with your friends.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But even amongst my friends and my family who, have a better sense of humor, I think, than average, everyone wants to just play Drawful over and over again.
I suppose there truly is no accounting for taste.
Yeah. Seti says, did y'all play Role Models, which is the offbeat personality test Role Models? Find out who you really are, or at least what your friends think of you. That sounds horrible.
Yes. I actually really liked this game a lot. The only problem for me was that this is definitely a game where it has to be a close group of friends. Like, you have to know everyone in the group, and I was playing in a group where I really only knew one of the people, so it didn't really work for me. But it was kind of fun. Basically, it's like you get a bunch of categories each round. You pick one. For example, one category was All-Star by Smash Mouth lyrics. And so I think it was a 6-player game. And so you'll get an array of 6 lines from All-Star by Smash Mouth, and you have to assign each line to a person in the group based on which you think fits them the best. And then everyone's votes gets tallied, and each one gets officially assigned to a person. And that's mostly it. But it's really fun. I got get the show on, get paid, because I do live shows. I don't get paid that much, but I do get paid for them.
Yeah, technically we get paid for this.
We do get paid for this.
Let me see. I guess because we went to that cabin, I'm going to give you somebody once asked, could I spare some change for gas? Because I recently gave you money for gas.
Yep.
So that's what you get.
I said, yes, what a concept. I could use a little fuel myself, and we could all use a little change. I think we're at the end of our podcast bit. We probably shouldn't talk anymore, but I will say I finally got around to starting to watch Steven Universe with my daughter.
Steven Universe is often very, very good.
That show's good. That's a good show.
Oh, it gets better and better too. I don't know how much of it you watched. It took about 15 episodes for one to like really, really click with me.
Oh, I'm like 60 episodes in.
Oh, so you started watching it and then kept watching it and didn't stop.
Yeah, we've
Okay.
been binging it basically. Yeah,
I got
I just like recently got to like the Garnet reveal at like near the end of season 1, and that's the hype. It's good.
Garnet
It's good shit in
reveal.
there.
Which reveal is that?
You don't know the Garnet
I
reveal?
just don't know what you think is the reveal.
Okay, that's one thing that's great about the show is there's like micro, like I love a good reveal, and Steven Universe is a show that had very meticulously planned out lore that they like gave to you at
Yes.
a drip feed where each episode has a tiny little reveal and it's very good.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I'm talking specifically about when you find out that Garnet is actually a fusion of Ruby and
Yes. Okay.
Sapphire.
Yeah, that was great.
And then
And then
you get the Stronger Than You song, fucking rules.
that is such a good song. And then also Ruby um and there I will be careful with how I word this because there are more reveals on this as time goes on. But
Yes.
Ruby ends up being one of my favorite characters. I think
Wow.
whenever
Okay.
whenever whoever is doing that voice for Ruby does that voice, it is the best part of any episode. I think
Nice.
it's so funny and fun.
Yeah. So I've just been like nothing but Steve, like all those mostly hilariously stupid songs stuck in my head. I've started listening to Steven Universe music on Spotify the last few days. I'm in it.
Yeah, some of that music is
So
awesome. I really like
I
I like the end credits song a lot where it's like split up into like different segments, like different like each arc has its own like 2 lines or whatever from that song and it all makes one big long song.
I hate to say I don't think I noticed that. I think the best I ever. Oh, but you know what? We've been watching on Hulu, so it skips half the credits. But I think
Ooh.
every once in a while, I'm like, wait, is this slightly different from before? But I've
Yeah.
never actually
Yeah, it
like
makes one
noticed
song,
that.
yeah. And it's really good.
The only thing is, I just got to like early in season 2, and I have not been loving most of the beginning of season 2 so far, and I'm getting concerned.
So I know that I don't know so when I first it was years ago when I first started watching it, and so it took me like until the first Lion episode was like the first episode that I really loved. And then I felt like the next 40 episodes were all so
Lion.
good in a row, like all
so
great.
good. Yeah.
And then there was a part where I was like, meh, but like I recently finished like a couple months ago I finished watching the whole thing up until the like halfway through the Steven Universe Future, which is like the sort of epilogue series that they did.
Yeah, I didn't even know that existed until like yesterday.
It just finished. There's not that much of it. And I'm like halfway through that. But yeah, if you're feeling like things are slowing down, do not worry.
Okay. You know, it's like I hate to be I have a very weird relationship with like and like with cartoon shows, and I'm not like I hit like a few episodes where it was like just Steven gets into some goofy shenanigans with like other teens in the town or whatever, and I'm just like, you know, it's just like this is just a regular cartoon show. I'm here for like the Steven Universe shit.
What's going on right now? What is the thing that's happening now?
So like a recent episode that is an example of that thing I just complained about was like the episode where like he makes t-shirts with like the mayor's son, and it's like a really shitty drawing of his dad that the kid like puts on t-shirts, and then Steven finds out that he did that because he thinks it's hilariously bad, not because he thinks it's good. But one episode that I did really like was like the one where Connie gets taught sword fighting by Pearl.
Oh yeah, that's like a whole that becomes like a B or C plot that continues.
Oh yeah, I'm yeah, it definitely seems like there'll be more. I mean, obviously Stefani is a thing that exists, so I'm sure Sword and Shield will be happening at some point. Obviously, I love Stefani. Nobody needed to be told that, probably.
Yep, great. It is hard. It is a show where it's hard to think of a character that I don't really like a lot. It's just a great show.
Yeah, great characters.
There's
very good stuff.
there's like I have one big sticking point through the whole series that is also very easy to just be like, yeah, but fucking whatever, who cares? Which is that like, no matter how bad things are, like Steven is always wanting and then usually able to just be like, come on, you should be nice and we should be friends. And it's like, I don't know why.
Oh, come on, Keith. That's your favorite character in all of media.
But usually it takes more violence.
Oh, okay. Steven Universe doesn't have enough violence.
Doesn't have enough violence to make it plausible.
Yeah.
Well, it's not just the violence. It's that I feel like there's no leverage. A lot of times Steven is able to convince someone to instead be a good person without any leverage. And in a lot of the shows that Steven Universe is inspired by, the leverage is that the bad guy gets the absolute shit kicked out of them. And that's the leverage.
Sure.
Which doesn't have to be the leverage.
That's not inspiring leverage, though, I have to say.
I don't know. I like Gara.
Yeah, sure. Who doesn't like Gara?
But
besides his dad.
That's it. Just his dad, I think, is the only one.
Yeah.
But that's all it takes.
So yeah, like I a few years ago looked into Steven Universe, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if this was my mistake on the menu or if they did. I don't know. Like I went on through on demand on the cable box, and they put the 3rd episode first for some reason, which is the cheeseburger backpack episode, and I like bounced off of it a bit because I don't know. I didn't think it was a good introduction to the show or something, and I had a weird time with it. But yeah, that show's exactly as great as everyone says.
Yeah.
I heard like I listened to, or not recently, but I used to listen to the What a Cartoon podcast, and Henry Gilbert on that show said that Steven Universe, like guy who does a podcast about cartoon shows, says that Steven Universe is their favorite cartoon, and I was like, that's pretty high praise for a children's show. But I can
great.
see it.
Yeah,
it's a fucking great show.
Seti says the movie kind of addresses that. Someone straight up says you can't just sing a song and have everyone be friends now.
You can though. You can.
It's true, but also there's like 100-something episodes of that show, and so 90 minutes that came at the very end of the whole series, saying like you can't do this every time. That should have come a third of the way through the series, not literally at the end.
Yeah, that's like, and I know what you're saying, because like that is the problem with a lot of my least favorite parts of Naruto is like that part is like when Naruto's just like, come on, just be a nice guy. Everyone's like, damn, you convinced me, the heart of a champion.
Well, so the thing that Naruto and Steven Universe do really well with this is usually like the emotional arc of trying to get someone to change is based on the similarities between the protagonist and the antagonist. Naruto is the king of this, where it's like, I mean, every villain in Naruto is like, what if Naruto's life had gone slightly different and he would be the big bad guy.
Yeah.
And Steven Universe does it too, and maybe not as well, but also again, it does a lot of like it just happens that Steven seems like a really genuine kid, so everyone's like, wow, I guess if this kid says I should be good and sing a song about it, maybe I should. I don't know. It's fine. It's something that I easily can just get over and enjoy the show. It's not a huge issue for me, but
Keith.
Yeah.
When are you gonna finish Naruto, my dude?
Soon.
Come on.
What? I'll finish Naruto, so then I go watch Boruto?
No, I'm definitely giving you permission to not watch Boruto.
Have you? You haven't even. You've never watched Naruto.
No, I have. I've seen a bit.
Oh, I thought you'd never seen any of the anime.
No, I've seen some. It's fine.
I'm still working my way through Dragon Ball, which, by the way, has only gotten better and less disgustingly perverted.
Yes, it definitely does that for sure.
I finished. We made it through the Tien saga, the King Piccolo saga, and we are working through.
Oh, nice.
Working through the follow up to King Piccolo.
There you
Which
go.
I won't say the
You're
name
right
of.
at it.
We're right at it. We're almost
Right
at Dragon
at it.
Ball Z.
Nice. The Boruto, I bought the first manga volume. I don't know if I finished it. It sucked. So there you go.
But I stopped watching Naruto because I was right at the end, and I was like, this Ninja War has been going on forever, and I heard that
Oh,
the
you
rest of
got
it
to the
sucked.
Ninja War.
Yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
halfway through
Yeah,
the Ninja War.
Yes, the Ninja War sucked for sure. Don't get me wrong. I I don't hate the last parts of Naruto that much, but I want to be clear, I'm not saying you have to finish it because oh man, the ending is so good. I'm just like, come on, finish it. I want to
Yeah,
know what you think. I want to
yeah.
know what you think of the
Well,
end.
what
No
do you
matter
want? You want me
what.
to finish Naruto, or do you want me to watch Dragon Ball Super?
Uh, That's a good question. I
Yeah.
care about Naruto more than I care about Dragon Ball Super for sure. I mean, I certainly haven't finished Dragon Ball Super. I'm not even close to finishing that show. I've barely
And with
started it
that,
by the
let's
show
start our
standards.
game. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What's coming up here? I need a
This
screen share,
isn't
please.
like a surprise or anything. I'm not trying to pull one over on you like last time.
It was the Naruto game. Oh, well, it sounded like...
I do have
Is it?
what is it called? Ultimate Ninja
Fighters?
Storm 3 or something?
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's good.
No, sorry. When you said that, I thought it was going to be Dragon Ball Fighters. Like, surprise, I'm playing Fighters.
No.
Okay.
I haven't played this. We're doing a blind one.
Ooh. Okay.
Everyone's playing Animal Crossing. Let's do sort of one of those, sort of.
Okay, sure.
I don't know.
I mean,
what?
I think I've played one Atelier game.
Yeah?
I've been an alchemist.
You've been an alchemist?
Yeah, Atelier Verona. It's like what if Reciteer, but instead of an item shop, you were the town alchemist. It's cute.
Is this an Atelier game? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, the series is like it's always Atelier and then the name of a girl.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Atelier Iris.
This game is made by two people. That's why I was like, I'm surprised that you know this game and who made it. This game was made by Eloise LaRoche and I don't know, Matthew Harnage. Yeah, that was my guess. I was like 99% sure that was an N. Yeah, this is. And then for a second, I thought maybe this was two R's, but you're right. It is clearly an R and an N.
Yeah, it is.
Harnage. I don't know. Beats me. But I was just looking through Steam, and are we a little chickie, and are we this little cow, or are we this little bunny?
Ooh, I mean, my idiosync.
Are we the run bunny?
Ooh, yeah, fine.
No. I'm open to all suggestions. Our cursor's a little heart upside down.
My thing sucks. My thing is just I'm basically incapable of not picking file slot 1 when presented with 3 empty file slots.
Okay, well, good thing I'm here.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got Edward, who might be this happy cow, but might be this character here.
Getting wee Oregon Trail flashbacks.
Well, I know our character's name. I must admit,
Oregon
I'm quite
Trail,
pleased you've decided to pursue your alchemic studies in our village, Miss Thornhart.
People from Oregon got really mad when we called it the Oregon Trail.
But that's what it's called. It's called Oregon Trail, no matter how you pronounce the state Oregon.
Yeah, I don't know why. I always grew up saying the state as Oregon, but I was always taught that in school they always called it the Oregon Trail. I don't know.
They did, yeah. They totally did. It's like, I'm sure that this came up on the Wii episode or on an episode where we talked about people being mad about how we pronounced it. But it's the same thing as it's the Caribbean. It's also the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
You say it different.
Yeah, like everyone calls that movie series Pirates of the Caribbean, but that's not what they called the ride for decades.
They called it Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah. I mean, that's always how I remembered it being called for years.
A fortnight ago, a witch cast a dark spell on our village. Luckily, some of us were immune to it, but most villagers turned into animals? Wait, is this cart being pulled by, like, Edward's neighbor?
This just really is Animal Crossing. This is just an origin story for Animal Crossing.
It's Animal Crossing more literally because it's people being crossed with animals.
For years I didn't understand if that was why Animal Crossing was called that.
I always thought it was because you are crossing paths with these animals.
No, I think it's just the idea is that
human animals.
They imagine. No, I think they just imagined that at least in the original game for the American version, imagined that the town was called Animal Crossing.
Wait, say that again?
I think the idea was just supposed to be the name of the town was Animal Crossing, right? Oh, I guess you name the town, so that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, I guess you're right. You just cross paths with animals, I guess.
All right, so we're this sort of bouncy. What's that?
That is an idle animation, I guess.
Yeah. This is an idle animation. This is us. We're an alchemist.
What a choice being made with this character's animations all around, I have to say.
What is
something?
We're dancing. We're happy to be an alchemist.
And who wouldn't be? I do love the UI though. Very good.
Yeah. Can you hear?
Uh-huh.
This is a fun song. It's also slightly snowing from that light.
I think those are flies.
No.
Those are fruit flies.
These are fruit flies, you think?
No, I guess that's stupid.
Check the mailbox.
I'm idiot. Don't fucking listen to me, kid. I'm so dumb.
Come on, Kylie. It's fine. No, it's fine.
I'm a fucking idiot.
We've got a little reticle here. This is telling us where to go. That's nice.
Oh.
Hi, new friend.
This is cool. I just we in the quarantine, a friend and I and their fiance, we just played through like enough Stardew Valley to finish the community center in like a week co-op.
Wow. That's a lot of Stardew Valley.
It was. And Stardew Valley's it's still good. If
I've played tons of hours
good?
of that game and I've never finished the community center.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, get out of here.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't like a top. It was on my list of things to do, but it wasn't my top priority.
Oh, okay, yeah. When I play Stardew, I am wholly focused on the community center.
Ask Ellie to lend you a hand with your garden. You might have encountered her already. She's a little groundhog who loves snacks. If you give her something to eat, she'll plant seeds around the garden for you. Okay. I've sent my owl Nico to your residence early this morning with a few potion orders. You'll be able to brew these potions by using the cauldron in your house. We have a house cauldron. That's nice. Very convenient. I sent this letter with a few ingredients to get you started. We'll be compensated. That's nice. Getting paid.
This run animation is such a thing. I can't.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we've got our cauldron here. Brew potion. I guess we're doing a dash elixir. We have... Okay, so we have the ingredients for both of these. Brew it. Dash elixir. Increase our speed for a day. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
And then brew it. Got it.
PC only?
I don't know. I just kind of saw it, but yeah, I kind of assumed that it was. This also just came out like a week ago.
Cool.
So I could ship it.
Price?
15?
Reasonable.
Yeah, I think this was...
I mean, I've barely seen the game, but it seems nice.
Okay, so we still need, I think, 2 acorn or 1 acorn and 3 chamomile flowers. Right? We need another dash elixir. Shit, I gotta check again. Dash elixir. No.
So I've already been lost. You're trying to satiate this owl, this brutal potion needs?
This is the brutal potion owl.
Potion owl.
Who has
I need your
come
most brutal potions.
I'm afraid that the owl can handle my most brutal potions.
Snack.
I gave a snack. Chat with Edward at the library about open
chat
quests.
with Edward at the
library. Well, let's see. Draw water from the well. That's how you get shiny water. And then I just need a maple leaf, I think. Maybe some more chamomile. But we can send that last potion, I think, if I can get the last little bit. So this is all the space. This is like a pretty decently sized place.
Yeah, this is I did not expect a 3D game when I saw that title screen.
Yeah, this is full 3D.
This is much more immersive than I expected.
That's part of I'm fully immersed.
Yeah, we are immersed in this.
Yeah. Oh, I'm wearing VR. I don't know if I said that. So I'm doing this. I'm currently running in place. And that's not an idle animation. That's just how I stand.
That's how you. Yeah.
Edward Greenwood, the professor. Hello, I'm the child professor. This is where we'll work together to save the villagers. And so she goes, ah! Ah! Ah!
Oh, I see. I just went to the Discord chat window and I saw the picture of Aerith from the FF7.
Oh, you didn't look when I sent you that?
No, I just know what the character looked like. You're mad asshole.
I'm an asshole?
Lucas was watching the intro cutscene and he was like, it's really laggy. And I was like, no, it's just old. It's just like that. He was like, oh.
What kind of FPS you get on this?
Yeah. He like honestly keeps asking me questions like, does this have online? And I'm like, dude, like consoles did not have online when this game came out.
There barely was online.
Yeah, like, yeah, that was his thing. Is he plays first person games all the time. He's pretty good at shooting. I was pretty surprised, but he's like struggling with his new greatest video game challenge, which is a D-pad.
Let's chat. Let's see what happens when you chat. So we're here to help this professor because all of his neighbors got turned to animals. I think he did it. I think he's evil. I could buy shiny water.
You know what?
Kitty drink recipe. Learn how to brew a kitty drink. Grow cute cat ears for the day.
Fuck yeah! A whole day of
real cat ears.
I mean, if it doesn't increase your hearing radius dramatically, it's bullshit.
Wait, if it doesn't what?
If it doesn't dramatically increase your hearing ability, it's bullshit.
Yeah, I wonder what our healing stat is in this.
No. Hearing!
Yeah, hearing.
Cat ears. You said healing.
Oh, did I? I did not mean to say healing. I meant to say
You said Master System.
Master System. I feel like the music got louder from the menu. I think I'm gonna have to turn it down a little bit. Learn how to brew a sleepy drink. Teleport back home and fall asleep instantly. Learn how to brew an amity potion. Increase your likability for a day. This sounds like good for now.
Huh. Your likability.
But I can't buy it because it's
wow,
I only
make
have
ourselves likable.
Yes.
That's brutal.
That's
too real.
Do you want to here just drink this and
real.
Do you ever feel like when you talk to your friends and they secretly hate you? They do. Buy this. Learn more about romance.
This drink makes you more fun at parties.
A dove. They already have a drink that does that.
Yeah.
A dove can be found inside the church, handling the matters of the heart in Rose Hill. As she knows everyone's affection for each other, she can tell when the time is right for two people to meet for a date. When asked, she'll set a time and a place for a date. So you go to this dove and you're like, should I ask my crush out? And the dove will be like, not yet.
Time's not right.
If the affection level is high enough and two dates have already occurred with the villagers, she can prepare the union and make them partner.
I mean, that's really, it's not any weirder than Stardew Valley, where you have to get a mermaid pendant from a mysterious fisherman on a beach.
Oh, wow. I never did that. I just assumed that you gave them enough presents and they would eventually...
No, you give them enough presents and they eventually will marry you, but you have to present them with the mermaid pendant for them to marry you.
Wow.
And once they introduced co-op, the co-op is sick, by the way. But they introduced a craftable wedding ring that is for if you want to marry another player. But it requires like ingredients that are only on like the bottom level of the mines. So it's like a really late game item.
Yeah, I never did any real romancing in Stardew Valley.
Oh.
It didn't really speak to me.
It's pretty fun. I mean, it's specifically there's the girl Abigail, which a lot of people like because she's the gamer girl and it's a video game, so of course.
Right.
But there's like a few cute scenes where you go on a date with her and you play a video game with her, and like you play a mini game. You play the game in the game within the game.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Some cherries. I'm looking for. Keep your eye out for maple leaves, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know how to tell which one of these trees is a maple tree.
Can you shake a tree?
No.
Okay. Like in the Stardew Valley co-op, it's great because I think it would probably took a ton of work. I think it's pretty subtle because it feels so natural and right, but it's basically just you're just playing Stardew Valley single player, but there's two people on your farm instead of one, and you can like go wherever you want, whenever you want, and do whatever. Before you make the farm, you can choose if you want to have a shared wallet or a individual wallet.
That's cool. That's a good thing that you choose that.
Yeah.
How do they handle when people want to do different things?
I would not want to do separate wallets. I feel like you probably only want to do separate wallets.
You said, wait, you don't want to do separate wallets?
No.
Why?
Yeah. Because, I don't know, I like working together. I like sharing. Sharing is caring.
You can share without having a joined wallet.
You asked a question about doing things that...
I can't remember what I was trying to say.
It was interesting in
it doesn't give you like a separate plot of land. It's like you are sharing the same land.
No, you share the same land, though they did recently patch in a new farm map called Four Corners, where the farm is divided into quadrants, and then each person can have their own.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure that I would enjoy playing that way, but it's definitely a cool option for whoever wants it. Because I really liked working together, because then we sort of like naturally fell into this groove of like division of labor, where like one person of the three of us was really into exploring the mines, so he would just go to the mines and work on that every day, and I was more into like farming and animals, and then like our third person was like more into fishing, so they spent a lot of time fishing, and it was really easy to get a lot of stuff done with three people, for sure.
Yeah. And I bet it helps that there's that, like, if everyone just wanted to do farming, that would be tough.
I don't know that it'd be tough. I mean, it's like it was interesting how much less valuable sprinklers were. Like, sprinklers were everything when I was in single player, but we waited a long time before we got any. We basically didn't build any until we had the second version of sprinklers, because it's so easy to water everything with three people.
Right, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And the sprinklers are not that effective even.
Well, no, not the first level sprinklers, because they only spray 4 squares. It's like garbage.
Yeah. Not even worth my fucking time.
It's not even worth my fucking time. I mean, it's literally not if you have 3 people.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go to bed. We did a potion. Let's see what happens when we go to bed.
But it was great. I got the achievement for getting to the bottom level of the mines, even though I only did like a third of the mines.
Even though you did a third of the mines, you did what?
Like, I only went down to like level 50 or 60, but I got the achievement for reaching the final level of the mines, even though I technically didn't.
Oh, because someone else did.
Because someone else did, and then I could just fast travel there.
Oh, nice. And not cheating, no matter what anyone says.
It's a little bit cheating, but...
Oh, excuse me. Greetings, Miss Thornheart. I've been researching a new potion in the last few days, but I'm still missing 2 lavenders. You know how you call lavender flowers or lavender plants 2 lavenders?
Oh, tufts of lavender.
Tufts of lavender like the flower.
Alchemy Story remake. Hello, Miss Thornheart. I'm trying to get 2 petals from lavender flowers.
I like it because there's no pretense that like it's a certain amount of lavender. 2 lavenders, and we all know how much a lavender is.
Yeah, we all know that.
Can I bother you for 1 lavender of lavender?
Well, I mean, you say that as a joke, but I feel like there totally are examples of that where like a foot is basically that, where it's like you take something that's totally arbitrary, but then make an exact amount of it such that like you could have 1 lavender that doesn't count as a full lavender because it's too small. Like you're gonna need 50%. You're gonna have to take a lavender and a half to make 1 lavender out of that.
I asked you to send me 2 lavenders. You sent me a lavender and a third.
I thought you wanted 2. It's 2.
It's
2
2
sprigs of lavender.
It's separated. It's not. We don't do it in sprigs here.
Oh, come on.
All right.
Like you included the root that's useless to us.
Oh, we're gonna save the first visitor. I must find a shepherd dog at the ranch and help him recover his human memories. You'll also find 3 mementos around there meaningful to him that will place on the circle. We're counting on you. Okay, so I gotta find mementos, and I've got to do 2 lavenders, and I already have the 2 lavenders. I don't know if you know that. Oh, no, I guess I don't. Ranch. I thought I had 2 lavenders, but
sorry,
I just have 1 lavender.
Star Crash in chat just said Sharon is Karen, like the names.
Pick up all the stuff. You know how in a game you're just like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, but I will just pick up all these bugs.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick all. Don't know what any of it is, so just gonna pick it all up.
I just gotta find the ranch.
Hey man, pick it all. Let God.
Look at this little guy.
Oh my goodness! Fucking adorable.
And that's a cat with a floppy ear. Oh no, that's a dog.
There's the strength in this art style, this art design.
You know, I'm gonna say that this is a cat
aesthetic.
though. I'm gonna say this is a cat.
No, that's a dog.
This is not what a dog looks like.
It needs a longer snout.
Yes,
sure.
it definitely does. Woof woof woof. Hello?
Or possibly this is a bad angle, and we pull back out. We'll see.
Or this is actually a human, and so it's not his fault that he doesn't look like a dog.
Oh, I forgot these people.
My name? No, I can't remember anything. All I know is that I need to guard the animals here.
Dark. Alchemy Story, you throw dark. See, I think in profile it's more dog-like than head-on.
Let's see.
There's a belief. There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you yes. I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah.
The profile is more
dog-like.
dog-like.
Like a lavender. That looks like a lavender, my dude.
Yes, you're right. That is 1 lavender. That's now I have just enough lavender to make 2 lavender. And those are sheepies. All right. So,
you ever you play Slime Rancher?
I actually have played about an hour of Slime Rancher.
Oh, just how could you stop after an hour? What a good one.
I think something happened. I think I fucked something up.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That was a very good game. I liked that a lot.
Yeah, I actually bought it a really long time ago, and it might still be in early access. I don't know if it's like fully out.
I think I think it came out a year or 2 ago.
And a hat. No, it was definitely still in early access 2 years ago because that's when I bought it.
I'm pretty sure 2 years ago was the year it came out of early access, so maybe you got it just before it came out.
That's possible. Regardless, I got it when it was in early access and just never got around to playing it. And then weirdly, it was on like Game Pass, and so I was like, "Oh, I'll play this." I already own it on Steam, but I'll play this. I'll download this and play this on Game Pass.
Yeah, that'll happen.
And yeah, it was fun. I think I fucked up or something, or I lost a save somehow, and that's why I stopped. Or maybe I just saved and quit and didn't start it back up again. But I had fun with it.
Yeah, it's definitely a perpetual. I need to get back to that game for me.
I need to find the library. I don't have a good.
I need to get back to that.
There's not a lot of visual distinction to this place. Like everything kind of looks like everything else, and so
it does all look the same.
I'm having a hard time. There are signs up. I wish I could sprint.
We need more distinct topology.
Yeah. Town. I don't think it's by the town. I'm glad that there are signs. What's that?
Who made this game? Sharon?
Eloise LaRoche.
Eloise, are you listening?
Are you listening?
Punch up the topology.
Punch up the topology, please. Ooh, I like this song.
Carnegie.
Look at this little hedgehog. Or is that a porcupine? It's hard to tell.
It must be a porcupine. That looks more like
No, I'm petting it. So it is not a porcupine.
It's too big to be a hedgehog.
But its quills are too stubby to be a porcupine.
Oh my god.
Little doggy.
Pass here. There's just a turtle.
There's just a turtle. Just a turtle. I'm surprised to hear you call a turtle just a turtle.
Wow. I ran over a turtle in my work truck once.
Ooh, that's really sad.
Yeah, I thought I looked in the mirror after I passed to see, like, did I just hit that turtle? I shouldn't have looked in that mirror, my dude.
Damn.
Bad stuff in that mirror.
There's bad stuff in that mirror. Never look in the mirror. Minefield. Boy, I sure can't find this library, huh? Oh, is it just this? Did I think this was my house, but it was the library the whole time? No, that's a house. I do like the look of this, though.
Yeah, very appealing look, for sure.
Yeah. I need, What do you think about this?
What do I think about this?
What do you think? Sorry, no. Sorry. There was a colon. You couldn't see it, but there was a colon.
Oh.
I was about to present to you.
Sorry.
This. What do you think about this?
I think colon health is very important.
No.
Okay.
There's still a colon. There's still a colon there.
Yeah, thank God, and we have to do everything to protect the colon that is still there.
No. Sorry, a colon.
Colon. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. What do you think about the fact that I don't use a mouse pad and instead just have my mouse on the desk? I have an optical mouse, and sometimes it loses tracking, but I'm like, but it works. But also I get like, see this stutter, this like jerkiness?
I am seeing that.
Would a mouse pad fix that, or should I lower my DPI maybe?
Well, when you first asked me what do I think about that, my gut reaction was I don't think anything of it. If it not having a mouse pad works for you, why would you need a mouse pad? But it's starting to sound like it's not working.
But is that what a mouse pad does? Does it fix this like jerkiness?
I think more it's to protect the desk from the mouse, but I definitely it can help with like jitteriness like that. I mean, honestly, try just like get any book and put it there and see if it works better, or like get a piece of paper because that has like paper grain in it and see if that does something.
Right,
you definitely don't need like a professional mousing surface. Like technically I don't have a mouse pad, but I do have a desk pad on my desk. So it's like a giant mouse pad almost.
I don't know.
I mean, it's an old ass mouse.
It is a decade-old mouse, but it's always done that. But I don't think it's it's you can't really tell when you go fast. It's just like I don't know.
Maybe it's a low DPI.
I have a DPI switch on the mouse set to high.
Yeah.
And I use abnormally high sensitivity anyway.
Is maybe the DPI is too high for your sensitivity? Is that possible?
I can do a full rotation in about an inch and a half.
Maybe your sensitivity's too high. Maybe it's just like
too sensitive. Yeah, that could be.
Maybe the more sensitive it is, the finer motions become something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I think what you have said is probably right.
That looks like a lavender to me.
Yeah, that's one lavender. These fish.
You're just gonna trudge right in there.
Yeah, I can't pick up these fish though. They run away. Ooh, look at that water animation. I found this thing. It's like a museum. It's a video game museum. It's a game where the game is a museum.
Oh.
And
it's not a museum of video games. It's a museum in video games.
Yeah, and all of the exhibits are like just little boxes full of different water textures from different games and texture packs.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so it's like a little box full of waves, or like it would be like take a 1x1 square of this and then put it in like a bucket and put that bucket in like a sort of small brutalist.
Okay, but so it is a museum of video games. It's a video.
It's a video game museum of video games. Yes.
Real video games.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's like 3 letters long. I can't remember what it's called. What's that?
Water?
You're getting progressively quieter.
Wind Waker water.
I don't remember.
Huh. I mean, it's mostly just blue.
I didn't play the game. I watched a video of it.
I don't like you saying that I'm getting progressively quieter because I am not getting farther from the mic and I don't feel like I'm talking quieter.
Bad news.
So I don't like that.
I also don't like it, and I like it even less that you don't like it.
Yeah.
We have enough lavender to do the thing. I'm wondering what... Okay, so here's my ingredients, potions,
Well, that's
quests.
the thing is you have 6 lavenders, but is that enough to make 2 lavenders? We don't really know.
Chat with Edward. But I couldn't find Edward. Maybe he has like I have a map here that I didn't really know about.
What if I turn back on the automatic game control?
Oh, I found Edward. Oh, those cows are making out. Those cows are Frenching.
Wait. Hang on. Don't let me miss it. Oh my god, they really are.
They really are. They're going to town.
I thought you were doing an untruth.
No, I was being extremely literal. I can do a fertilizer potion now.
Gross.
Gift.
Who the fuck wants to drink that?
Did I do it? Did I give him? I gave him 1
These
lavender.
Fucking cows get a room? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's actually making me fucking sick. I can't. Dark water.
Oh, Seti says, well, I mean, they are people, presumably. So, there you go. I mean, are we presuming that? Are all the animals
No,
people, or
not
just...
all of them.
Okay. All right. Seti confirming that I am quieter than before.
Yeah.
How am I now? Am I louder?
Yeah, you're louder now, yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So
good loud? Like more?
Yeah, good. You sound good.
Okay. I turned on automatic gain is what I did.
Talk to the shepherd dog at the ranch and help him remember his name. Find 3 mementos significant to him. Do I have to talk to him again? It said like he'll remember more tomorrow, maybe, but I will give it one more shot now.
Can you fucking believe that this goddamn 10-year-old whose favorite game is a fucking like a 2-bit color Game Boy game from 1 year after Final Fantasy VII, and he's like, the frame rate on this is laggy.
Yes, I can believe it.
Okay.
Because Final Fantasy VII is presented in a way that is more sophisticated.
Yeah.
I get it. I also get why Big Bear?
Big Bear.
The lumberjack has been transformed into a bear.
Oh,
That's
no.
the lumberjack's worst nightmare.
Oh.
Lumberjacks famously hate bears.
Well, no, but here's the thing, though, is that he gets an itch on his back, needs to scratch it, looks around. Oh, he cut down all the trees.
He cut down all the trees.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hoist by his own. He O. Henry'd himself. He gifted the Magi himself.
Wow. I don't know the story of O. Henry. I only know it as a candy bar.
O. Henry is the person who wrote Gift of the Magi.
Oh. And then he got a candy bar.
Yeah.
Later he became a candy man.
Later he became a candy bar. Much like this game, he was turned into a candy bar by some sort of dark curse.
Majin Buu.
There's a salon.
Okay, can we talk about this?
Wow. Majin Buu?
Majin Buu, the name.
Yeah.
I noticed at some point, and I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure Ma, I mean, this goes back to Piccolo. Ma can just mean bad, or it can mean demon. And Jin is genie,
right?
Or it's just the Japanese word for person. So Majin Buu is at once demon genie Buu, which is what he is, or also just bad person Buu, bad guy Buu.
But
good name.
Hold on there, and I don't know Japanese. Isn't it wa that is bad, not ma?
That's just in Mario.
Okay, I thought that was why that was.
No, I know that Warui is something.
Oh, oops. Well, that's fine.
Like Warui is some version of bad, and so Waruigi.
Got it.
Paradox Persona in the chat says Warui is bad. It said he says Warui is bad Rui. Good job.
Ranch. Okay, I can do this. Map.
Did you know there's a character in Mario RPG, like the square one on the SNES? It's Washi. It's a Yoshi who is blue and has a mohawk or something and has like pointy bad guy sunglasses.
That's really funny.
Washi. You know, everyone talks about Mallow and Geno. Where's the love for complaining that Nintendo won't bring back Washi?
Nintendo won't bring back Washi. Noah says, yeah, I remember my name and everything else. I'm Noah Highfield. The animals here are my flock. I'm a shepherd. I'm glad you remembered, Noah. I'll visit the library and turn you into a human again as soon as possible.
No justice for Washi, no peace.
I'm busy today. I'll do it tomorrow. Can you be a dog for one more day? I wonder if we're going to meet someone that says, no, I would like to stay as a dog, please.
So are we turning people back into humans? Is that our thing?
Yes. We're collecting their mementos?
Are we sure we want to do that?
What do you mean?
This is my problem with Beauty and the Beast. Is that like the big triumphant thing at the end of the story is that all the characters lose what's interesting about them?
Which is being a teapot or whatever?
Yeah. Or a beast.
Right. Well, that's why they made
like
Shrek. You're just saying that Beauty and the Beast is dumb because Shrek is good.
I mean, there are things about Shrek that are legitimately good. It's not a movie I want to watch, but, you know.
I'll say this. I don't understand why Shrek is a meme. What is it about Shrek that's a meme? I don't get it.
there's like Shrek, like in the same way that like people our age, like the Disney movies of the 90s are like ingrained on us and we've seen them all a million times. It's like Shrek is that for the generation of people slightly younger than us.
But I thought it was a meme for everyone. It didn't seem like a meme for younger people than me.
Maybe it's that the people older than those people think Shrek is really stupid, so that's a meme. Also, it's like on the internet you can't control what becomes a meme. Like it just happens sometimes.
Yeah, but usually I can figure out what about this is a meme.
You know what? It was actually 420 Blaze It. It was that game made Shrek a meme. That was the stealth knife.
Blankaball says that the meme
420 Blaze It.
The meme likely came from the oversaturation of advertisements and tie-ins for Shrek, but Shrek came out 17 years ago. It wasn't a meme until 5 years ago.
But there were 4 Shrek movies and Puss in Boots.
Fair. Wow, there's 4 not including Puss in Boots?
Not including Puss in Boots. Shrek Forever After, I believe, was the final movie. Nick,
I guess it was also a Tim and Eric thing. I wouldn't know. I didn't watch much of Tim and Eric. I really like both of them, but in anything except for that show.
Yeah, I think for the entire time I've known them, Nick has had a a Shrek 4 movie box collection, and I've thankfully avoided watching any of them.
I thought that first Shrek movie's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
but I know it's fine. It's fine. I mean, but I don't want to see Shrek. I think I saw the beginning of Shrek 2 and I was like, I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, don't watch that.
Yeah, just watch Lion King 1.5.
Yes, just watch Lion King 1.5. Liliana's cat bait. Bring Liliana a few fish to help her attract cats.
You remember? You must have seen Harold. You have seen Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
I did. We watched it together.
Yeah, I'm sure we did.
When I was a teen.
Sounds like a thing I would have done with somebody.
We watched that and then watched Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. We got them. Wow. We rented them both at the same time and watched them.
Huh.
You had already seen them both.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I know. But why not, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember that movie has 2 side characters called Rosencrantz and Goldberg? They spend the whole movie going to hot dog heaven.
Oh yeah, I remember. And they make it way before Harold and Kumar make it to White Castle.
And I think I listened to I can't believe I'm about to say this sentence, but I listened to the DVD commentary for Harold and Kumar. And I think the director or somebody talked about
Well, you're just a big fan of Cal Penn's Obama administration work. I'm quitting. I'm quitting to be on House to work for Obama.
Yay!
Who's on House? I don't know if you remember that.
No. I mean, I remember House existing.
Ah.
Oh no, I've been bisected.
I'm just going to have to live like this. Live my whole life as a bisexual.
But anyways, on this commentary, obviously this was before the sequel to Harold and Kumar.
You didn't like my fun wordplay?
They talked about, he said he wanted to do a spin-off movie called Rosencrantz and Goldberg Go to Hot Dog Heaven, and I'm a little sad it never happened.
It probably never happened because they could never write a good enough script for it.
Yeah, it sounds tough. How would you do that?
You'd have to, first of all, you have to get those 2 guys.
And they're dead.
Did they die?
Yeah, Rosencrantz and Goldberg are dead.
When did that happen?
This was just I just made a...
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I'm following. Joke. I'm following. Yes, sorry. I'm here now.
Welcome.
What am I doing? Oh, I don't know how to get fish, though. That's the problem. I was like, how do I get a fish?
Are we done soon?
Yeah, I'm done. Let's figure out how to catch a fish if it will be done. I thought that maybe they would just give me a fishing pole, but they didn't.
Oh, weird. In the chat, they're talking about the Shrek musical, and I guess there's some like homophobic stuff in there with the Big Bad Wolf.
Really?
Bummer.
Big Bad Wolf is being homophobic, or is being targeted by homophobia?
Well, I'm sure it has something to do with the wolf dressing up in the grandmother's clothing.
Oh yeah, that's bad. Yeah, I guess because I can't find how to do the fish thing. Then we'll be done.
Wow,
right.
Are you disappointed that when we started this we had such high hopes, but actually this game is dirt trash that no one should ever play?
Are you saying that?
Boob shot. No, I'm not. I'm joking.
This seemed fine to me.
Yeah, it looks neat. I have to say I'm not as compelled to play it as I felt like initially.
Yeah,
but also I don't know if that was just I was more interested in making jokes.
We haven't. I don't think I'm confident that I know what
the game is.
What the game is. Like the loop might be: open your mailbox. Someone needs a type of potion. Find 3 mementos. Rinse, repeat. But it seems like there's going to be farming, and there's going to be like it seems like the introduction to the game is revive all the villagers, and then the game really starts. That's what it seems like to me.
That sounds more like a thing that would be a game-long goal to me.
I already did one.
That's the thing. There's a lot of games where you're an alchemist, and it does seem a little boring. It does just seem like a list. Like, I know, to-do list game is a whole genre or whatever, but alchemy games seem to lay it most bare, honestly.
Sorry, they seem to lay what most bare?
The checklist nature of these types of games.
Yeah. I don't mind the I mean, we're living in a time where the entire fucking planet is freaking out for Animal Crossing, which is like the most pointlessly checklisty game of all time.
Yeah. Or it's almost such that it goes past it and is like it doesn't even have checklists. There's basically nothing in it.
Right. Yeah, it's a game that would be full of checklists if it was a game that had more to do.
Yeah. I mean, it's still fascinating to me as a game, essentially a checklist game that's fundamentally uninterested in giving you the list.
But this one has a list of things to do. It's got your Nook Miles and then the Nook Mile Plus things.
True. Yeah. Which for me, I don't care about Nook Miles as a currency, but I am appreciative of the existence of the Nook Mile sticker book things. Yeah, so I guess it's not a checklist, it's a stamp book.
Right. Well, the Nook Miles Plus is a checklist, but it's even worse than a checklist because it's it'll just randomly be catch 3 fish, no reason. At least this is help Liliana catch some fish for the first time.
Yeah. I hate that the Nook Miles Plus thing. I hate when you clear, you have 5 tasks at any time. Anytime you clear one, a new random one pops up, and I hate when the new one that pops up is a thing I just did.
Yeah.
I cut down a tree, and then I check off my catch a fish, and then it's like, hey, cut down a tree.
But everything you do in Animal Crossing is a thing you just did.
It's true.
You never do something new in that game. It's always something you just did. It's in a sense the CinemaSins guy should stop watching movies and just play Animal Crossing because they'll never be surprised by something new happening.
Where did this character come from?
Sin, there's this character. So this character just shows up out of nowhere? What, they went to a new place and it's just full of new people? Are you fucking kidding me? Lazy. I'm not gonna waste my time with this lazy shit where they're coming up with new characters and premises all the time. Stupid.
I have totally fallen off of Animal Crossing though. I haven't played it in weeks.
I played it yesterday. I missed a few days. I'm trying to give it a shot, trying to see if I feel any different about it. And mostly what I feel is more capable of playing it regardless of that it's frustrating.
Yeah, every time I see you playing that on my friends list, I almost like sort of chuckle to myself like there's Keith playing that game he hates.
Okay, I'm done with this.
All right.
I'll play this again on my own and see if I can
we're-
get to a new sort of thing.
Yeah. You could always check back in if the game suddenly opens up.
Yeah. And I will let people know if that happens. I'm not sure. No promises. I would like to see how things go.
I'll definitely keep you up to date.
Keep
on
you up to date
Final Fantasy
on
VII Remake
and Alchemy Story.
I'm just before the cross-dressing part. It's like the very next thing. Very excited.
Sounds incredibly exciting. Anyway, keep watching. Go to contentburger.biz and subscribe to our Patreon. We got more videos coming up. I got more Shenmue coming out soon. And that's it. See you later. See you next time. Bye.
Wait.
Oh, wait. There's
the whole thing. Yeah, see, you thought you were good at
5
this.
more
You're
seconds.
bad.
I moved the road, and so I have more screen glare. This is it, though, this
Bye.
time. Bye. Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. We can do this while the thing is playing, and it doesn't go into the thing.
I was just gonna say it's really hard to not talk during that part.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do the "that was easy" at the end? Is that gonna be our? You gonna tag that at the end every time?
I can do that. No.
Do it. Yeah, do it.
Okay.